And then I got, okay, so there might be an aspect to this energy that they're never wrong, or like they want to be perceived as never wrong, or they feel like they're never wrong. They never do anything wrong. No accountability. Not wanting to take accountability. Yeah, what did I say? It's like wanting to point the finger, wanting, like scapegoating, like trying to have others take the blame for their own actions, their own decisions, their own feelings. And it makes sense because they're dealing with someone over here, this feminine energy, that's empowered. They take full accountability for their thoughts, their feelings, their actions, their behaviors, their energy. This person takes accountability for everything about who they are. This person, it's like the opposite, this shadow side energy, right? And if we're talking about specific people, a person, I'm not saying this is their entire, like, this is who they are in their entirety. This could be a small part of this person, but it is a part of this person. Never wrong, no accountability. Scapegoats, that's where I wrote it. Arrogant, there could be a sense of like arrogance, like they know everything, what they think is right, or it's like know-it-all energy in a way. Distorted sense of self. And again, with the good dog, bad dog, right? They see themselves as the human, the almighty, powerful human up here, and they see others or you as a good dog and a bad dog. And whatever they think is what kind of dog you are. If they think you're a good dog, you're a good dog. If they think you're a bad dog, you're a bad dog. They think that, come here, sit, fetch, good dog, that whatever they do, whatever they want you to do is what you should do. And if you don't do it, you're being mean to them, or you're hurting them, or it's like, I know there's specific, like, I don't know, distorted sense of self. They're seeing themselves in a way with this crown that I was coming up with over here. It's like feeling untouchable, or like they're not seeing themselves in a realistic way. They're not understanding a situation in a realistic way. They only know how to manipulate. They cause problems to get what they want. Yes, that's what I was getting up here with manipulation, control. Bad idea. So they may do things to cause problems for others or for situations in order to manipulate, to get what they want. Oh yeah, okay. I'll get to the more like spiritual aspect of this in a bit. Clog won't drain. Greedy. There could be an element of like greed here. And with no reciprocity, right? It's like someone not wanting, it's like they're willing to take, but they're not willing to give. Not willing or unable, or not understanding how, or there's something about that, but greedy, right? They feel deserving. They feel, yeah, good dog, bad dog. They're the human. They deserve it. The dog is just a dog. The dog will get whatever the human wants them to get, you know? It's that kind of mentality. Misunderstanding. Misunderstanding something. What did I... Not giving. So they're misunderstanding something. Whether that's in general, whether it's with this feminine energy. Because that leads us into this, it's a more self-empowered feminine energy. Not giving equals cruel and, what's the word? Not giving equals cruel, revenge. They should be punished in some way. They're misunderstanding that, and I think that has to do with misguided, stuck. Whatever this is, this perspective that they're unable to see, unwilling to see. This could be denial. This could be because of some kind of distorted sense of self, power dynamics. I don't know. It's toxic. Whatever it is, it leads them to wanting to hurt people who didn't do anything hurt-worthy. You know what I mean? Not giving. Misunderstanding. Give, take. Why? Give, take. Why? Not understanding the importance of giving and taking, or not understanding what's being given, and there's like a misunderstanding about that. Not punishment. Not punishment. Only know how to manipulate. Misunderstanding. Oh, yeah. They're not understanding that something is not meant as a punishment. That's what they're getting. And they're not understanding that because they don't possess the same self-empowered energy. Ownership, accountability over one's thoughts, decisions, feelings, behaviors. That's why they don't understand that. And I think that's associated with misguided, whatever misguided is. They're viewing it as punishment when it's not. And they're unable to see that it's not because they don't have the perspective of someone who is self-empowered. If they had that perspective, they'd understand that a self-empowered person pulls back their energy for damn good reasons. It's because they're being taken advantage of, or they're being abused, or they're being... I'm not sure what the other word could be yet. They're doing it for not to cause pain. They're not doing it to cause pain. They're doing it because it's harmful to them. If this person was being harmed, what would they do? If anyone's being harmed, what do they want to do? They want to protect themselves. If someone's hurting, if someone's suffering, what do they want to do? A self-empowered person wants to stop that pain, hurt. They want to protect themselves. There's a misunderstanding regarding that. There's something here about this person not wanting to experience vulnerability. They don't like the feeling of being vulnerable. And there's a part of this person, and I feel like this is like whatever this misguided energy is, or whatever is contributing to this person's mentality. It has to do with a part of them that is delicate and fragile. And I think it's like inner child stuff. You know what I mean? And whatever this shadowy energy is, this is something that they created over time, maybe, or they were taught to wear this facade in some way, or taught that this is how you protect yourself in some way. But it's protecting something, a part of them that's delicate, fragile, vulnerable. And when that part of them is triggered or exposed in some way, it's almost like, because I wrote coddled, right? And underneath I wrote mommy issues, which it might have something to do with like issues regarding like feminine energy, mother, like their mom or something like that. But it's like they turn into this vulnerable, fragile child in some way who has no idea how to actually, like, I don't know. It's like the part of them that feels if someone pulls away. This might have some like abandonment issues or something like that. If someone pulls their energy away or creates distance in some way, they see it as like mean or cruel, or like that person's trying to hurt them. And I don't know if this has something to do with like their mother or other feminine energies in some way. It triggers this very like sensitive part of themselves that is unhealed. That's the part of them that has not healed, and that's the part of them that allows for this kind of energy to exist. It allows for them to operate in this energy, trying to protect that vulnerable, delicate child within. But what they don't understand is that they're hurting other people. because of their lack of healing in that department. Self-centered. Never to blame, never wrong. Yeah, that goes along with the no accountability. It's like there's something that happens with this person. I think specifically when they're triggered, or again, this could just be in general. Never to blame, never wrong. Other people are the problem. Other people are to blame. Other people are hurting them. Other people are causing problems, you know. Other people are, I don't know, selfish, self-centered. It's like this, like part of this person turns into this, like throwing a tantrum. This person might have like outbursts, like there's something about like this part of them that gets triggered. It gets poked, and out comes this like. And again, no judgment. We've all got our shit. You know what I mean? This person, I think they just don't understand how their energy here affects other people. They're unable to see the perspective of other people involved. How other people are affected by this energy they possess. They turn into like a small child throwing a tantrum, essentially. And I don't mean that to be rude. It's just their energy. That's what happens. Mad at everyone else, not willing to look within, pointing fingers. Everyone else is to blame, but they don't know how to take accountability. Okie dokie. I'm going to take a quick intermission. I'll be right back. Okay. Where were we? We're about to go to this side, but I've got to cover this more like angels fighting demons aspect to it. We were talking about a confusion between angels and demons, right? Good and bad, helpful, harmful, things like that, like getting them twisted, or I keep doing X. It's like a cross, like the cross. Okay. Misguided when it comes to what demons are, or misguided when it comes to... Because to me, it's like, if we're looking beyond, like, a religious perspective, a traditional, like, westernized religious perspective of angels and demons, right? To me, demons are, like, negative energies, meant to like cause harm in some way. The energies we can possess within, we allow them to control us in some way. That's how I see demons. So like someone operating from this shadow aspect, I'd say these are demons from my perspective. Misguided about what that is, like what, like good and evil, like a misunderstanding between that. And that could be, at least for some people who might resonate with this, specific energies here, that might resonate as like what they've been misguided with has something to do with good and evil, what's good and what is bad, what's right, what's wrong, etc. They don't know. With demons, they don't know they're being controlled. Tricked. The devil is their... Oh, shit. Tricked. The devil is their god. So for some people, if this is like... and again, I don't come from a perspective of some religions are right, some are wrong. To me, I'm a very open-minded person when it comes to religious and spiritual beliefs. But this is someone, not saying for everyone, for some, because the devil tricks. The devil tricks. That's how the devil has control. How it gains control. Tricked. The devil is their god. So when I wrote that, I was like, oh. So it's almost as if, with the misunderstanding, good, bad, evil, etc. Angels, demons. It's like someone, or, and I'm getting, this isn't going to be for most, but this is a smaller specific collective here. Someone could have beliefs, they've been misguided, they've been tricked by specifically the devil, or any kind of energy that could be considered the devil, into thinking that what they're doing, their beliefs that they feel are right, are actually, they're being tricked. They're being tricked to operate in a space that is actually working with the devil, that is actually causing harm to themselves and others. They don't know they're being controlled. They might literally be, it's like when we're talking about demons, right? Like what makes a demon, or what a demon means to someone. It's like what controls, it's like toxic control. They've given their power away in some form. Being controlled by demons. They don't know this though. They don't know this. And then it brought me to like exorcisms, right? Exorcising demons. And then mirrors. So mirrors aren't, I don't think, traditionally used in like Christianity, Catholicism, like not those kinds of exorcisms. I don't think mirrors are used, although they've been acknowledged to, there's a long story. But mirrors. Some believe and have witnessed that people who are possessed by demons in some form have a strange reaction to mirrors. And it's like, to me, symbolically, right? Mirrors show someone's reflection. And those demons freak out. They hate it. They try to get rid of that mirror, right? And I think there's something about that here, where it's like, this person, if someone's like holding up a mirror to them, they hate it. They hate it. And they try to get rid of that mirror. And I think that's where angel, demon, helpful, harmful, why they're confused about that. It's quite, we could actually look at this person as, and I'm not saying they are, but if we're looking at it from the perspective of like a possession in some way, it's like this kind of shadow aspect does not want to see the truth about what it is. It doesn't want, because if they see the truth, then it's like that demon has to leave. That demon has to go. Does that make sense? I don't know. Demons. Mirrors, yes. Reflecting the truth to someone in some way. Might trigger them, might cause them anger. It's like that demon sees that it's harmful. It's like a threat to them. So the demon reacts by like trying to get rid of the mirror. And that mirror could be a person. That mirror can be other perspectives. Interesting. Angels fighting demons. And that's what I was getting over here. Once we go over to the feminine energy here, it's almost as if this feminine is holding up that mirror to this energy. These energies. This feminine holds up the mirror. Holder of the mirror. And because of that, these energies might try to like take that mirror away, take this feminine away, get rid of them, hurt them. But it's like the perspective is that this feminine is causing harm. And in actuality, this is someone working for God as an angel. You know what I mean? It's like they're not perceiving this feminine correctly because of whatever this like demon energy is, right? And I'm going to emphasize, we could be, but my intent is not to say that this person is demonic or that they're possessed in some way. It's an energy thing. It's harmful, toxic energy. Angels fighting demons. Let's get into this feminine energy. We can call her Lilith. We're going to say she, her. Again, this has nothing to do with gender. where should we start? Where did I begin? Oh yeah, it started as being connected to this, and then it got more into this feminine's actual energy as a singular, independent person. Let's see. Okay, with anger done no more, with the good dog, bad dog, right? Anger done no more. This feminine energy becomes drained and exhausted. It's like this person, energy vampire. They're taking. It leaves this feminine energy drained and exhausted. They need to pull back to create their own energy again. And it's like they're creating the supply that this energy demands. But this energy does not want to acknowledge that the energy they're taking has to come from somewhere. It has to come from somewhere. And they're not, it's like they see this feminine as a thing that produces constant energy for them to consume. This divine feminine energy, drained, exhausted, nothing in return. So it's like either they feel like they're not getting anything in return, or they're literally not getting anything in return. And they're not understood. It's like there's this misunderstanding. So it's like if these shadow energies over here are seeing this feminine as being cruel, selfish, not giving, right? Because they have this mentality of it's never their fault. They're not doing anything wrong. There's no reason for this feminine energy to pull away or distance themselves, right? They're seeing it. They're not understanding this feminine's perspective, their experience, what it takes to create that energy. They think that this feminine is their dog. Not understood because they don't know how to give in this way. Yes, these energies don't know how to give in this way. They're taking something. They want to continue taking something, but they don't know how, or they're not willing to provide the same in return. There's no equal reciprocity here with reciprocity, right? And the way I crossed it out with the no sign, when I did that, I felt like I refuse. Like I'm absolutely not going to do that. From this shadowy energy here. It's like a refusal, or like, I don't know, there was something about that. Bad dog, punished for taking care of themselves. Yeah, it's like they're being perceived or treated like a bad dog because they're just trying to take care of themselves. You know, it's very twisted. Their perspective is very twisted. Cruel, big letters, underlined. Yeah, it's like this person is triggered by that, and they have a very strong response to label this feminine energy as cruel or trying to like cause harm. They're very misunderstood. These energies, this energy are misunderstanding this energy to such a strong degree, I don't even know a word for it. But it's bad. It's like there's a real serious misunderstanding. And that's why this feminine energy, if this resonates with them, they're being there's like an urgency. There's like a big red alert going here to run away. Get away from this person, these people, these energies. Unstable energy. Yeah, the cruel capitals underlined. It's someone's having a very strong reaction, and it's an unstable energy. It's like with the mirror, when the demon sees itself, sees the body it's possessing in the mirror, it's triggered and it has a very serious reaction. It's like that's what's happening here. This is an exorcism. That's what this is. This is an exorcism. Oh man. Stopped giving. Yeah, the clog. So we were talking about this masculine, I don't know why I said masculine. It could, this masculine, this energy in general, and again, this could be masculine gender-wise, the masculine energy within someone or with other people. There's something about that. It's like distorted masculine energy. I don't know enough about that to speak on it, but distorted masculine, yeah, with the good dog, bad dog, right? It's like tyrannical, authoritarian, yeah, and that's how Lilith is triggered. This energy, these energies have triggered Lilith in this feminine energy. Yes, Lilith is exactly what this feminine energy needs to embody. Nothing, bad dog, cruel, unstable energy, revenge against someone self-empowered, bad idea, period. Stop giving, the clog, that's right, this energy over here wants to, it's like, yeah, there's something here about giving. Can't take, they can't take, it won't drain, greedy. Stopped giving, the clog. What was I getting? I was getting something yesterday about the clog. And it's like the clog is something that happens naturally, let's say. Or it's like no one goes and forms a clog, puts it in a drain. Usually. And there was something about that that's happened here. I don't know if this is like divine intervention. There's something that's happened to prevent this feminine energy from giving, from allowing that drain to be emptied by this shadow energy, these energies. It's like code red, like there's a code red here. Something happened that created this clog. And this led to this feminine energy to like stop giving, or whatever this feminine energy was giving. If this energy was continuing to choose to give to this energy, these energies, something's happened. Naturally or with divine intervention. Somehow divine intervention was involved. Intervention. Yeah, something, intervention. Someone was being, this feminine was being harmed. They were being harmed. They were doing something that was harming them. They were doing something that was harming themselves. And I think that has to do with giving. It's like that part of this feminine who is caring, compassionate, loving towards this energy, these energies. Spirit divine needed to intervene because I don't know. I don't understand the severity of this, but something dramatic was happening or going to happen. This feminine energy needed to stop giving. Okay. Now we're going to talk about this feminine energy. There's some, we're going into territory I don't know too much about, but I did my best. I just wrote down what was coming up. Oh shit, I forgot about this. Alright. It started off with qualities. Qualities that are significant when it comes to this feminine energy. Descriptors of who they are. Positive, faith, ignoring the dark clouds. So there's something about this feminine energy, these feminine energies, that positivity, faith is important to them. Their faith is very important to them. With faith comes trusting God, trusting in higher powers, positivity. It's like trying to remain positive, trying to focus on positivity, trying to see the light. Yeah, and that we were talking about that before regarding this energy. It's like this feminine energy sees the light. It's like they see the good. When they look at demons, they see the good within them too. Ignoring the dark clouds. Yeah, so it's like this feminine energy has learned to, dark clouds come. Dark clouds dark clouds show up, but they've been trying to like focus on the positive despite negativity that comes their way, right? And I don't know if that negativity involves this energy, these energies. And if this is like, for some, this kind of energy over here might have just repeatedly shown up in their lives through various people or situations, right? And it's like they have an understanding of what these energies want from them, and they understand what comes from this energy, and it's not good, you know. Before I was saying bad idea, period. There's something important. Whatever situation, like if this over here, we'll say it's one specific person. If this person is choosing to try to manipulate and control this specific divine feminine energy, this collective over here, where was I going with this? They need to understand they're not going to be able to get away with it with this one. And that if they try, it's going to go badly for them. This divine feminine energy is no stranger to these kinds of energies. I think that's important for this energy to know. This divine feminine is they understand this energy. They choose, despite whatever this energy brings them, they choose to see the positive in these people, in this person. And because of that, most of the time, if not all the time, these energies take advantage of this feminine energy. They deplete, they drain, they exhaust this feminine energy. So whatever's going on here, there's something significant and serious about this period here, and this crown being taken away. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know where I was originally going with that. Moving on. Holder of the mirror. Yes. Yes. This feminine energy holds the mirror. They reflect, they show people, they show these type of energies the truth. And those energies don't like it. Alright. Full cup for one. Yeah, I randomly drew a cup, like a chalice. Full cup for one. With a star around it. The star. Taking advantage of the star. It's like, what's that movie? Stardust? Stardust. I don't remember the plot. Stardust movie. The star. Oh, yeah. People, the witches. The witches want to feed off of her in some way? Yeah. It's like the witches to the star. Stardust, the movie. Star. Full cup for one. Oh yeah, then wings happened behind it. Full star. And that's when I was like, freedom, protection. This feminine energy is protected, their freedom. Or that's what they're doing. They're protecting their freedom, their ability to spread their wings. It's like, this is a healer. This is a healing energy here. They're meant to heal. They're not here to harm. They're here to help. We got, what was I getting here? Free, protection, alchemy, blending. I don't remember what led to this. Somehow I was led to, oh yeah, I was getting like temperance, and then blending, concealed, protected, spy, observer, reporter. And it's like, I don't know exactly what I was getting with this, but it was like, this feminine energy reports to God. They're here as an observer, as a watcher. They're protected. They blend in to not hide themselves, but they blend in. Probably because they attract these kinds of energies. They try to blend in and protect themselves. They are protected. They are here to observe and report for God. And they get taken advantage of. I don't know what God does with that. I don't know. Alchemy, transmutation, magic, power, real power. Real power. So there's something here with like power dynamics. Like egoic power versus real power. It's like there's something very unseen and misunderstood about this feminine energy. The real power that they possess, I don't think people know. I don't think people can see. A lot of people can see. Real power. They know how to alchemize and transmute. They know magic. They know how to work with energies. They have power, real power. Okay, that's where it got kind of like, for people who come up against this energy, right? She's the trap. She works for both God and the devil. And it doesn't mean like she works for the devil. Like, it's not like I don't know. We can get into what the devil means, but it's not like she does things that are harmful or to get people bound and trapped and stuck and things like that. It's works for both God and the devil, works with angels and demons. No need to choose a side. And I think my human perspective is not as spiritually evolved or informed to completely understand this, but for some of you, if you resonate with this divine feminine energy, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Works for both God and the devil, works with angels and demons. She's the trap. Because the devil, right? What does the devil want? The devil tricks people. Blending, concealed. The devil... oh... Works with angels and demons. No need to choose a side. There's only one side. There's something about this. There's only one side. There's no need to choose between angels and demons, God and the devil. There's only one, and I don't know what that means. She's the trap. They have no idea. And look how, this was like the focal point. Before Lilith showed up, this was the focal point. I could not stop circling this for the life of me. They have no idea. Don't test her. Don't test her. They have no idea. That's why I'm saying whatever's going on over here needs to stop. Or whatever they're doing here, it's going to lead to their own demise, their own misfortune, their own suffering. Whatever they're doing to manipulate and control, to try to manipulate and control, it does not go well for them. Don't test her. They have no idea. A mosquito versus a dragon. A mosquito versus a dragon. It's like they don't see the dragon. They don't see Lilith here. Concealed, blending. This person, this feminine energy, probably doesn't look too intimidating or probably seems just like a regular human, right? She's the trap. That's why. For energies like this, who are attracted to this kind of energy, this giving, loving, nurturing energy, is exactly what these kinds of energies feed off of. It's the best. To them, it's the best. And when they abuse her, when they take advantage of her, that's them falling into the trap. Works for both God and the devil. Works with angels and demons. No need to choose a side. There's only one. One, hangman. No more chances. Game over. That's how this ended. Game over. Because when I drew one, I don't know if you can see this. Under she works with God and the devil. Sirens. I'm telling you. She works with God and the devil. No need to choose sides. No need to choose a side. There's only one. And I drew one like that. I don't always draw it like that. And then it reminded me of like the hangman. When you play hangman, game over. No more chances, game over. All caps, that's how it ended. No more chances. So these energies, this energy has had chances. They're not getting any more chances, period. Game over. This divine feminine energy, loved by the angels and the demons, by God and the devil. Their petty, misguided manipulations don't stand a chance, nor do their weak demons they give so much power to. These energies, they give so much power to their demons, to their darkness, their harmful ways, they give so much power to them, thinking that they're powerful, thinking that these demons are powerful, thinking that, if we're talking people here, feeling like they are powerful people because of these demons, but they don't understand how weak those demons are. These petty, misguided manipulations don't stand a chance, nor do their weak demons they give so much power to. Don't test her. They have no idea. They have no idea of this divine feminine's true strength, what she's fully capable of, who she works for. That's what I'm trying to say. Who she works for. She works for them all. Loved by the angels and the demons. Didn't I write something else about that? Oh, yeah, okay. They have no idea. A mosquito versus a dragon. It's like mosquitoes coming up against a dragon, thinking that they have a chance, thinking that they can harm this dragon. Wings everywhere. Yeah, I just kept saying wings surrounding this feminine energy, like everywhere. Dragon wings. Does the devil have wings? A traditional depiction? Yeah, devil has wings. There's wings everywhere. Protected by all the realms, both of shadow and light. Darkness that came to destroy her ended up joining her and protecting her. And that's where I underlined her 3 times. It's her. It's her. I kept hearing it's her. Darkness that came, that's right. And then call me Lilith. There's something, I'm telling you. This divine feminine energy, if you resonate with this, and these are energies that you often find yourself around, there's something about this Lilith energy. It's like you are Lilith. You are being encouraged to embody her energy. Darkness that came to destroy her. So there's been darkness that came to her. Energies like this in the physical realm, in the spiritual realm, etc. that were sent to her or that just naturally were drawn to her. They came to destroy her and they ended up joining her and protecting her. This is serious shit. Like, I don't know enough. I don't know enough to really get into it, but I trust that these messages will find those who maybe know more. Protecting her. So it's like things that were sent to hurt her, harm her, destroy her. Maybe they realized that she does work. She works for, protected by all the realms, both of shadow and light. She works with both realms of shadow and light. And that's because of what she's done within herself. She's embraced her shadows. She's embraced her light. She operates from both. The darkness cannot destroy her. It joins her and protects her. It's her. It's her. As below, so above. I know it's usually seen or said as above, so below. This is as below, so above. What she does here below makes an impact above. She is what this divine feminine energy does on this earth affects what goes on up there or in the spiritual realm. This is bigger. This is bigger than petty human drama. You know what I mean? That these energies, these shadow energies, need to understand that. They need to understand what they're participating in, what they're partaking in. They need to understand who they're up against, what they're up against. They need to understand what's going on within them. They need the mirror held up to them. They need the mirror. Hangman, no more chances, game over. If it's not too late for them to change their ways, they need to look in the damn mirror. See themselves for who they truly are. Acknowledge these demons. Figure out what this difference, what this miscommunication is, what this misunderstanding is between angels and demons, good and bad, helpful, harmful. They need to address that. Hangman, no more chances, game over. Yeah, whatever's going on here. Their petty misguided manipulations don't stand a chance, nor do their weak demons they give so much power to. As above, so below. What she does here below makes an impact above. There's a lot of spiritual protection here, you know. There's a lot of, I don't know, I think the point of this message for this divine feminine is, if you're not already familiar with Lilith, you're being encouraged to look into her energy, look into who she was, who she is. It's her. It's her. I think you're being encouraged to embody Lilith energy, to discover the Lilith energy within you. I'm just curious. I don't know, honestly, I don't know much about Lilith energy. Let's just look real quick. She was famously described as Adam's first wife who left Eden and became a night demon after refusing to be subservient to him. Lilith, when Adam insisted she play a subservient role, Lilith grew wings and flew away from Eden. Grew wings. Interesting, because what I'm kind of getting is that Lilith, like biblically, at least from my very limited understanding and research, it's like she was portrayed to be this like horrible person, demon, and all because she refused to like submit in some way. So it's like she was made to like appear to be this horrible thing, this horrible person, when all she was doing was refusing to like give her power away. Like a villain, made to appear like a villain. Goddess of love and war. I don't know what exactly this is from. This article's been so long, but the Almighty tells Adam that if Lilith fails to return, 100 of her children must die each day. And it says, apparently Lilith is not only a child-murdering witch, but also an amazingly fertile mother. In this way, she helps maintain the world's balance between good and evil. So there's something here. This divine feminine energy, embodying this Lilith energy, helps the world balance good and evil. Helps with the balance between good and evil in this world. As below, so above. What she does here below makes an impact above. There's something here about that. It's like the battle between Lilith and Adam. It's like Adam thinks that Lilith should submit. Lilith does not want to do that. She sees equality versus Adam, who sees a human and a dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like traditionally Lilith was depicted as a very like evil, dangerous person, right? And it's like balancing the shadow and the light attributes that we all carry within us, right? She's still, it's, I mean, if we're to look at others' opinions of people or how people so long ago described this one person, it's like this misunderstanding or this, I don't know what we're dealing with here. Lilith? It's like this divine feminine embodies the shadow and the light. Balanced. She works for all the realms. And she's a healer. It's like she's not here to cause harm. And I think that's what's been misunderstood here. Okay, I'm calling it. Thank you for being here. If you stuck around, I hope this was, I don't know, beneficial, brought clarity in some way, and I don't know, maybe I'll do this again sometime. Alright, until next time, bye.